Hey everyone, Stacks here, checking out Fallen Angels number 3. And before we get started, I hope you'll take the time, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. And if this video isn't too horrible at the end, make sure you leave a like and a comment below. So, Bryan Hill writing this, Szymon Kudranski on art, and Frank D'Armata on colors. Not wasting any more time, we jump in right where Fallen Angels number 2 left off, and that was Psylocke, X-23, and Cable all getting ambushed when they go to a location to try to rescue some children that are being used to manufacture these overclock devices. This book starts with an interesting monologue. It starts with, I know where God lives. God lives in the moment a gunshot ends a life. God lives in the first breath of a child being born. Both moments equal, neither good nor evil. God cannot consider morality. God is purpose itself. I am Apothe. I am God. God made by man to make men as God. And I am so lonely. So lonely. Perhaps that is why I keep leading her to me. Psylocke, you are the mother of God. Soon I will tell you how you created me. Soon you will serve your child. Soon. And with that, you have our three facing off against this giant robot. And you have Cable load up, say, this shouldn't take long. Charge at it and get absolutely thwacked across the face. And he just goes flipping through the air, crashing into some trees and whatever else. With that, this machine just opens up fire on Laura and Quanon, just laying waste to everything around it. Well, for whatever reason, Laura's not on her game today. Psylocke calls her out, says, you weren't looking at your enemy, you were looking at Cable. When Laura tries to reply, look, he was getting swatted out of the air, and she corrects him and says, never take your attention off your enemy. No matter what, you have to keep your attention on them. And you said you wanted a lesson in anger. This is the first one. You repressed it a lot. Now it's time to let it loose on your enemy. They deserve your anger. You never have to hide what you are from me. Do you understand? She's like, yeah, I get it. And then Psylocke tells her, then go. She brings out the claws, takes off, and charges this monstrosity of a machine. And instantly lays waste to it. I mean, she absolutely rips this thing apart. Just claws in, just ripping arms, legs, whatever functioning devices this has on it, just down. She brings the whole thing down to the ground, rips open the cockpit, and when she does, she looks inside, and it's just a kid in there. There's just a child sitting in there saying, in Portuguese, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. So Psylocke reassures him, says, look, tell him we're not going to hurt him. We're not here to hurt him. But she also then searches his mind and tries to find out what is happening, what happened, and where the other children are at. From there we jump to Cable, who when he got slapped, apparently got knocked miles away. And I don't get that. He got hit by this robot. He did not fly miles away. It's just, that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, he falls out of this tree, and when he does, he immediately hears something talking to him. Says, Nathan. He reaches for a gun, swings around. As soon as he does, this thing tells him, let me tell you about the future. Our future. Together. And this black ghostly beast is standing in front of him. He turns, opens fire on it, but when he does, he catches some kind of device right into the back of his dome. And whatever this is that hits Cable in the back of the head seems to knock him unconscious. But before he does, this thing is talking to him, telling him, Apothe is the water for those lost in the desert. He is the end of pain and war and individuality. Behold the peace of the one mind. Let its light cleanse you. Back with Psylocke and X-23, X-23 went to see if she could find Cable, wasn't able to do so, but it says I could probably track him. We also find out that Quanon has discovered where the children are being held. They've been moved to the north, and she can track them from there. And what you have happen between Psylocke and X-23 here basically is that trying to make the decision to... Psylocke's very much in the corner of, hey, we continue mission without Cable. But X-23 is kind of like, we need to find Cable, we need to find out what's going on, make sure he's okay. He's willing to give his life to help these kids. And Psylocke's rebut is like, yeah, that's why we need to make sure we find and save these kids. He was willing to give his life for it. He would want us to go on without him. And eventually X-23 relents and agrees and says, yeah, you know what, you're right. He would want us to finish this mission. He would want us to finish the fight. So they continue on. Well, then it jumps to Cable. And Cable is chained up. He's pinned all 4 feet down. And he's got this ugly looking half machine, half Halloween direction Frankenstein looking thing. It looks like some kind of specter that is hanging over him and talking to him about what exactly he is. And he assures that Cable clarity is coming. You'll know your part in this, Nathan. I'm not Apothe, but I serve him. You are machine, man mutant. The word for that is unity. And unity is all we want. The end of technology, the end of mutants, the end of humanity, the end of difference itself. So it seems that this thing is basically like a techno-organic mutant, like doing all the technological advancements, all the genetic advancements, whatever it is they're doing. Whatever it is, it looks like they're doing something horribly wrong. But whatever this guy is, man, it's freaky looking as all get out. So that being said, I am interested in this villain in Apothe. I am interested to see where this story is going with Quanon. I am interested in what this character here is that is talking about this idea of unity and combining technology and mutants and humanity all into one. I'm interested in all of that. What I'm not interested in is this art. I mean, the cover's beautiful, but that's about where it stops. I mean, in all honesty, the cipher for the name of the next issue is Nymph. That is what came out, so that should be interesting. And I mean, I'm still picking this one up. I'm not sure necessarily why at this point, other than I really am interested in the character of Apothe and seeing where this is going. I really want to see Cable and X-23 in a good role with Quanon, with Psylocke, and this mentorship role. And I really want to see. I mean, I guess the biggest reason I'm picking this up of all the characters is Cable, because I want to see him in this book do something good. And this one at least has an opportunity for him. It doesn't seem like he's being, played in this goofy role, or he's getting played down or anything. Of course, once you go to attack the giant tentacle monster and it slaps you with one of its robotic arms and slaps you miles away, suddenly I guess that is a bit of an issue. You are kind of getting clowned on, and then X-23 just rips the thing in half. Heaven forbid they just be able to work together in some kind of decent way, because Cable and X-23 would be a fun team together. I don't know. I like the idea of X-23 and Cable working together. It seems like a really cool team, especially this duo, this teenage version of them. I can live with that, and I think you could have some good adventures with them. But I hope they get to developing that. I know Fallen Angels is going on a delay here in a little bit, so we're going to get a break in the books for a little while. Hopefully it doesn't just get flat out scratched. It's definitely probably worth noting that Psylocke is scheduled to be in Hellions by Zeb Wells, which is supposed to be coming out in March of 2020. So she's going to be in another book. And honestly, I don't like that. I don't want to see this become so oversaturated. We don't need another book at this point. We need them to focus on the ones that they have. Marvel's not just watering down X-Men at this point and the success from House of X and Powers of X. They're taking the fire hose and turning it on it. But we're waiting to see on that, guys. Tell me what you thought about this book. What do you think about this creepy not Apothe guy, and what are they doing with Cable? Y'all let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, And make sure if the video didn't stink too bad, you leave a like, leave a comment, and of course subscribe if you hadn't. Hit the bell for notifications. That way as soon as a new video drops, you get that notification, can click on it, and enjoy within the first hour or so, guys. I sincerely appreciate it, and that's all I got. Real Comic Stacks out.